Today I'm going to share a very simple and powerful practice for tuning to a more divine vibration in your life. But before I get into it, I want to let you know that I'm offering a free 20-minute consultation to anybody who signs up for my mailing list. So all you need to do is go down into the box below, click the link, and then enter your info, and you'll get an email from me within a few days to schedule. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. How do you perceive the world? Is it a loving place or a dangerous place? Is it a playground or a battlefield? Is it an amazing laboratory for the evolution of consciousness? Or is it a meaningless speck of dust where everything's just rolling around randomly and gonna fizzle out and die? Now, depending on how you see it, you're going to experience it some way. Right? We all have our own perspective, and we don't usually feel that we chose this perspective. Right? We just think, this is how the world is, this is how I am. Now, when we start to awaken, we start to realize that, hey, there's this part of me that's making this all up. I don't really know what it all is. I might have glimpses of it, but the part of me that thinks that it knows is an interpreter, right? It's just telling stories. And when we realize that this is how we make sense of the world, that we're constantly telling stories, then we can start to see, what exactly are these stories that I'm telling, and what level of my being are they coming from? And is it possible for me to separate and to not necessarily become the stories that I tell, and to choose to tell better ones? Right? That, to me, is what a real spiritual practice is all about. Now, to really go deep with this, to really transform our experience of life, right, that's what we're in it for. And to do that, we have to go beyond belief. Right? We have to go into a real experience. Right? If we just are operating on the level of belief, we can look around and go, love and light, but really deep on the inside feel danger, danger, danger. So we want to get to a place where we can actually tune to the vibration that we want, to be aware that there might be a part of us going danger, 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 and to transmute that. Right? That is the promise of a kind of awakening path of spirituality. So I'm going to share right now a very simple and powerful practice that Rudolf Steiner, the great Rosicrucian and esoteric teacher of the early 20th century, taught to help do this, to help tune to a more divine vibration. And this is the kind of thing, it's only going to take like 5 minutes to do. You do it every day for a few weeks, and you will feel more of a connection to things, more of a sense that everything is imbued with divinity. So, here's the practice I want to share. Okay, you can do this right at any time throughout the day, but it's good to just sit down and tune in for a moment beforehand. So let's do that. So just take a few deep breaths, right? Nice deep breath in through the nose, down deep into your belly, and let it out slowly as if through a straw. You just slow your heart rate down. And with your eyes open, you can take in the room around you. You should actually leave your eyes open for this practice. But you just gaze softly in front of you and take in the wide space, as much of your peripheral vision as possible. And breathe with that slow breath. And so now, what I want you to do is, on your in-breath, you breathe in a total perception of everything, right? Everything in the room, everything in your visual field, everything that you can hear, that you can smell, that you can touch, that you can taste. Breathe it all into yourself, and you hold it in there for a moment, and then you let it out with the idea of God, or the idea of the divine or of spirit, right? Whatever it is, whatever the concept is that works for you. So you breathe in the perception of all, and you exhale the concept of the divine. It's a very simple practice. Now imagine on the in-breath that you're breathing in all things, not just the room, but you're breathing in the city, you're breathing in the state, the country, the world, the solar system, the galaxy, the whole universe, everything, anything that you can imagine, you're drawing into yourself. And on the out-breath, divinity, spirit. Now, if you do that regularly, try it for a few days. Try it right when you wake up. After a few days, you will notice that you're perceiving the world more as a divine, beautifully interconnected, holistic place. And it's this kind of practice, right? It goes beyond just belief. And it is telling a kind of story, right? We are telling a story. We're breathing stuff in, and then we're telling the story that it's divine. But in connecting it with our breath in this way and making a practice of it, it gradually starts to infuse our being, and it starts to change our perception. And that is a very powerful kind of practice. That's what we want to be cultivating.